something strange is happening and almost no one is paying attention. The most powerful AI company in the world might be preparing to kill the smartphone as we know it, not with another app, not with another update, but with a device that doesn't wait for your commands. It acts before you even think. Right now, OpenAI has a massive problem, not a technical one, not a funding one, a control problem, because no matter how powerful ChatGPT becomes, it still lives inside someone else's world. Think about it. Every time you use AI on your phone, it's running through systems controlled by Apple or Google. That means rules, restrictions, limitations, and most importantly, boundaries AI can't break. The invisible cage. Your phone might feel smart, but to AI, it's a prison. Even the most advanced assistant today can't fully act on your behalf. It can suggest, it can guide, it can generate, but it can't truly do. Why? Because it's just another app sitting on your home screen. And apps don't control the system controls them. Now imagine this instead. You wake up, you don't open apps, you don't search, you don't type, you just say plan my day, and your phone already knows your meetings, already checks traffic, already reschedules conflicts, already orders your coffee, without you touching a single icon. That's not an app. That's an AI agent running your life. This is why OpenAI is building a phone. According to industry leaks and analysts like Ming-Chi Kuo, OpenAI is quietly working with chip giants like Qualcomm and MediaTek, not for fun, not for experiments, but for something much bigger, a phone built entirely around AI agents instead of traditional apps. This isn't just a smartphone upgrade, it's a complete redesign of how we use devices. Every action could be handled by AI directly, no apps needed. Mass production expected around 2028, which means this is no longer an idea. It's already moving through supply chains, design stages and chip development. And if this becomes reality, your phone will no longer be a tool you control. It will become an AI system that works for you. The big shift. Apps ARE dying. Right now, your phone works like this. You open apps, you search, you switch, you repeat. It's slow, it's fragmented, it's outdated. OpenAI wants to flip that entire model. Instead of open Uber, then WhatsApp, then Google, you just say, get me home and tell them I'm 10 minutes away. And the AI handles everything. No apps. No switching, no friction, just outcomes. The secret weapon, context. Here's what most people don't realize. Your phone already knows everything about you. Your location, your habits, your messages, your schedule, your payments, your behavior patterns. Now combine that with an AI that understands intent, not commands. Intent. That's when things change completely, because now the AI doesn't wait for instructions. It studies your context in real time. It connects patterns across your digital life, and slowly, quietly, it starts predicting what you're going to do next. Research already shows AI systems can infer user intent from behavioral patterns and context data long before explicit input. So the question is no longer, what do you want? It becomes, what are you about to do? This isn't a normal phone. This isn't about adding ChatGPT to a phone. It's about redesigning the phone itself, from the processor to the operating system to how tasks are executed. Light tasks handled locally on the device. Heavy thinking sent to the cloud, all happening instantly, seamlessly. This is what people mean when they say AI native hardware. Apple should be worried, because this doesn't just tweak the iPhone, it threatens the entire system behind it. The app ecosystem, the App Store economy, the entire way users interact with their phones. Everything Apple built is based on one idea. Humans control the phone through apps. Tap, open, navigate, repeat. But this new wave changes that completely. Because AI doesn't need apps to function, it needs only intent. OpenAI is flipping the model. Now the AI doesn't wait for you to open apps. It decides what you need and executes it directly. And if that works at scale, apps stop being destinations. They become invisible infrastructure running in the background. Interfaces fade away, screens simplify, and the iPhone starts to feel less like a revolution and more like the last generation of its own era. And it's not just OpenAI. This isn't happening in isolation. In China, companies like ByteDance and ZT are already testing AI phones, devices where AI doesn't just assist, it operates the screen like a human. Clicking, scrolling, typing. executing tasks. It can compare prices, book flights, send messages, order food, all by controlling the interface itself. Sounds powerful? It is. But it also creates a massive problem, the dark side. If AI can act like you, what stops it from doing things you didn't approve? Banking apps, payment systems, private messages all become vulnerable. That's why some platforms started blocking these AI-driven systems, because once AI crosses that line, control becomes blurry. OpenAI's different strategy. Instead of trying to break the current system, OpenAI is doing something far more calculated. It is not rushing. It is not shouting. It is building layer by layer, quietly entering the foundation of the tech world. Reports suggest OpenAI is working closely with major chip makers like Qualcomm and MediaTek to shape future AI hardware ecosystems. This is not just software anymore. It is a full stack move into devices, chips, and infrastructure. Because once you control the hardware layer, you don't compete with the system anymore. You become the system. They're building their own ecosystem from scratch. Hardware, software, AI integration, all in one, and they're not doing it alone. The Apple DNA inside OpenAI. OpenAI has been quietly hiring top engineers from Apple, including designers behind the iPhone itself. Even the legendary design studio Love From, led by Jony Ive, is involved. Let that sink in. The people who built the iPhone are now building its biggest threat. This is just the beginning. The phone isn't the only device. Leaks suggest OpenAI is working on smart speakers, AI headphones, smart glasses, even wearable AI devices. This isn't a product, it's an entire ecosystem. And at the center of it, not apps, not screens, AI agents. Sam Altman's vision changes everything. Sam Altman once described smartphones as noisy, chaotic, overwhelming, like Times Square. Now imagine something different. A device that feels calm, focused, minimal, like a quiet cabin. That's the vision. Not more technology, less noise, more intelligence. The future is already decided. There are only two paths forward. Either AI stays trapped inside apps and remains just another feature in the system, or AI becomes the system itself and everything else gets rebuilt around it. One future is incremental. The other is total transformation. And right now, the entire tech industry is splitting into these two directions. Companies are already choosing sides. Some are protecting the old world of apps and screens, while others are building toward AI-first ecosystems where interfaces disappear entirely. Because once AI controls navigation, search and decision-making, the need for traditional software starts fading. And OpenAI? They are not playing defense, they are going all in on the second path. This isn't about a phone, it's about control. Who controls your data, your decisions, your digital life? Right now, tech giants do. But very soon, your AI might take that role. And when that happens, you won't use your phone anymore. Your phone will use itself. If you made it this far, you already see where this is going. This isn't just tech. This is the next shift. So if you want to stay ahead of it, hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments, would you trust an AI to run your entire life? Because sooner or later, you might not have a choice.